Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to the Whiskey Cove. And on today's episode, we look at 9 whiskeys that I'll be drinking this coming holidays. You know the drill, run that video. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome back to another new and exciting episode of the Whiskey Cove. We will be looking at 9 bottles of whiskey that I'm going to be reaching for this upcoming holidays. Holidays, I'm thinking Thanksgiving, I'm thinking Black Friday, I'm thinking all around Christmas and then the New Year's. I've kind of earmarked these a little bit of whiskies that I'm either going to be trying to kill the bottle off or definitely leaning towards quite a bit there. Speaking of bottles, if you would like to win some bottles of free whiskies, another shameless plug, then don't forget, we have a 5,000 subscriber free lottery giveaway. And we have a special announcement because we will be updating you folks at home with the last bottle that we will be giving away for absolutely free. So we have 6 in total. We will reveal the last one at the end, as this is the fresh reveal for this, if you like. So far, we have the Early Times bottled in Bond, the Brown-Forman Black discontinued version, Old Forester barrel strength single barrel, E.H.Taylor small batch, Weller 107 OWA, and then lastly Willet 4-year rye. And then tonight we will be revealing the last bottle for this free giveaway. If you want to be within a chance to win one of these bottles, you need to do 2 things. You need to be a subscriber, so go down below right now, smash that subscribe button. And then secondly, you need to go over to the Whiskey Cove's website, go over to the shop all tab and then sign up for your free ticket. You just need to put in your shipping information of where you'd like the bottles to be sent. And then you need to pay attention to when we do the 5,000 free subscriber live giveaway. And then just go in, if you can't watch it live, then go in afterwards to check to see if your name has been pulled. And then we'll try to get the bottle to you then. It doesn't cost anything, the shipping's all paid for by me, as has the bottles already. So let's get these bottles here and then we'll reveal the new bottle at the end of the video. All right then, so let's get back into the video here. So I've kind of hand-picked 9 bottles that, like I said, I'm going to be trying to get into or trying to get more into or finish off this coming holiday season. When I'm thinking of holiday whiskey, I'm thinking of something that's maybe a little bit more proof forward, something with a more of an interesting palate, whether that's spice, bacon spices, rice spices, plenty of wood backbone. And then I'm also touching upon rye and maybe finished whiskey that can kind of coincide with some of the flavors of the season, if you like. And I know there's some folks out there that don't really get that you can maybe only drink certain whiskeys at certain times of the year. You can drink whiskey, different whiskey, any time of the year. But just I think that the food that's coming out, like the coffees that are coming out, the flavors around this time of year, more hearty meals, gravitate me to certain whiskeys. I don't know why, that's just the way it is. I just feel that it matches my palate. So with that being said, let's get into bottle number 1 of 9. And we are gonna go with Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So I haven't got into this bottle that much since getting it. And also, I haven't tried this since trying it very recently, probably 3 years ago, so a very long time. And as you can see, we've only got into it a little bit. So I want to really delve into this whiskey this holiday season quite a lot. It's a bit of a big whiskey. Proof is, or ABV is 58.4% ABV or 116.8 proof. So it kind of ticks the proof box there a little bit. Wild Turkey is synonymous with such kind of bacon spice palette. You're gonna get some of those nutmegs, clovey type notes, cinnamon, and a lot of that rye spice punch. So if you're looking for a whiskey to, maybe cuddle up with on the sofa, if you like, on a cold night, then I think this might be it. So it's not too expensive as well. You're gonna pay like 50, 60 bucks if you can find it in your state. So maybe one is definitely like a Friday night pour, if you like, one that'll stand the test of time and you can get backups for. So bottle number 1 was the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, bourbon that is, because they also do the rye as well. Next bottle on this list, and we are gonna go with 4 Roses single barrel strength. So we're gonna go with the open one that I have. I'm really wanting to get into this a little bit more, and then maybe if I might open up 1 or 2 of the sealed ones that I already have. Something with a little bit of a different mash bill, different tier that it is in the Rickhouse, and then yeast strain, because they all have different yeast strains. And if you own one of these bottles, you'll know that it does come with like this little cheat sheet, if you like. And on the back, it tells you a little bit about all the 10 recipes. So I won't go through every one, but I'm just going to earmark some of the flavors that it says you can get from some of the bottles. So minty, full-bodied, spicy, fruity, and then also like floral, and then rich in spiciness, delicate fruit, pear, apricot, spicy, cream. So that's not all the same bottle. That's just different flavors from across some of the all of the different 10 selections there. But just like full flavored, rich, spicy, pear, apple, creamy. Definitely has the holiday vibe to it. So maybe what I'll do is I'll cross-reference some of my favorite flavors on here and then look to see if I have that bottle, and maybe we'll crack that one open. These are ranging about $90 these days, so a little bit up there in price. However, you are getting a lot of bourbon for your money. However, I wouldn't be paying more than $100. I really like where they are and what their price tag. This specific one is OESQ, and those flavors for OESQ are floral, rose petal, and acacia, banana, refreshing, and medium body. So this one has maybe more summer vibes to it. But for example, OBSV is delicate, fruity, pear, and apricot, spicy and creamy. Kind of sounds like Christmas dessert. So maybe we'll see if we have that one, so we can dive into that one. So that was the Old Forester single barrel strength. Next up, we're going to go down to Jack Daniels, and that's because we're going to get more into this Jack Daniels bonded rye. I say more. We're going to try and finish this guy off. As you can see, I've been getting quite deep into it, and I think that's just a little bit of FOMO since not having the barrel strength single barrel rye. Still haven't picked that up. So I'm just kind of been delving into this a lot, and I'll probably want to kill this off here shortly. I paid $30 for this. We did a review on the channel, so if you want to watch that, go to the Whiskey review playlist, and it's definitely in there. Like I said, $30, 50% ABV or 100 proof, because it is a bonded Tennessee rye. I was pretty impressed with this. I have been pretty impressed with a lot of this series, barring the triple mash, I believe it was. But the regular bonded bourbon, the regular bonded, and then the Tennessee rye bonded have both been pretty spectacular bottles for the price. So we're definitely going to try to finish this off, and then we're also going to definitely try to continue looking for the barrel proof rye, which we're hoping to get. We were also close to getting one today for $60. Someone give me a lead on it. They had sold out, unfortunately. It's just not really making its way to Colorado for whatever reasons. However, bonded rye, and I just, you can see there's a little bit of FOMO. Next up, and we're going to go with a bit of a toasted whiskey. Not a bit of a toasted whiskey, a toasted whiskey, because that is going to be the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. So we opened this. I had this bottle before in the past, but I bought it because we did like a toasted blind quite a while ago, actually. I wanted to get it for that, and I haven't really, as you can see, it's almost full. I haven't really touched it that much really since that blind. And maybe that's, maybe I should get into it a little bit more, because I've been really enjoying a lot of Brown Foreman stuff this year, and Woodford Reserve does fall under that Brown Foreman umbrella. So the ABV on this is a little bit less compared to like a barrel strength whiskey, that is, because it is 45.2% ABV or 90.4%, 90.4 proof, excuse me. But it has all those classic toasted Brown Foreman notes, like nice toasted cherry, marshmallow, like Rice Krispie bars, you know, those ones with the Rice Krispies and the marshmallow in it. Candied flavors. It's just a really pleasant whiskey, and something that I might end up drinking on a school night if I want to gravitate towards a glass of whiskey or two. When I say school night, I don't mean a night before I go to school. I mean like a work night, or you know, for you folks out there, it could be a school night. When I say school, not elementary school or anything like that, I mean like a college or a university where those folks should be 21 to drink. However, like I said, if I work the next day but I fancy a glass of whiskey and something light, something to round off the edges of the day, then I'll probably gravitate towards something like this. So I want to get into this a lot more. I want to pick out some more of those flavors and just enjoy it for what it is. That was Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Next up, and this is a bottle that I haven't opened yet, but I'm committed to opening this bottle this holiday season, and that is the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. I've never tried this whiskey. I've tried quite a few, I wouldn't say quite a few, but I've tried a good amount of cigar blends. and I really like them. I like the kind of the overall flavor profile of them. This one, the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon, is a finish of straight bourbon whiskey finish in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac casks. So that classic cigar finish whiskey blend. I hear very good things about these bottles. I'm also told that some of the older versions seem to drink a little bit better than this is batch 160, so it is of the newer kind. However, I feel like it would definitely give you a inclination of what the whiskey's all about. I think I paid quite a lot of money for this. I want to say like a 180, give or take. ABV is 60.13% ABV, or 122.6 proof, so definitely getting up there. But the whole point of a cigar blend whiskey, cigar finished or cigar blended bourbon, is that it's supposed to have more sweeter notes, a little bit more drinkable to pair with something that's a little bit more abrasive or spicy, like a cigar. It's not supposed to taste like a cigar. It's supposed to counter the taste of a cigar through the Armagnac, through the cognac and the sherry, all those more rounded, subtle, sweeter notes. So we'll be very interested to get into this, and maybe expecting a review coming late December, early January, where I've cracked this bad boy and gotten into it. That was Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon, because you can get cigar finish bourbon and cigar blend bourbon. This is the blend. And then next up we have Bombergers, and this is the 2023 edition. We love this bottle on the channel. We also did a review, and much like the Woodford Reserve, it also carries a lot of that barrel charred, double oaked, nougat type notes here, but all those flavors are ramped up even more because you're getting a higher ABV or proof. This is coming in at 54% ABV or 108 proof, but it doesn't drink like that at all. It drinks more like a 50% ABV. I know there's only 4% ABV difference, but that's quite a lot in whiskey, around the 50% mark. But it does drink so sweet, so dessert forward. It's like a Christmas cake with custard all on top. It's a beautiful whiskey, and I wouldn't be surprised if we kill this one off this year. We have a backup, so at least we have that tucked away in our back pocket, but expect maybe we might do some videos with this, or we'll just kill it off in the background and you'll just see it on a store whole video in a month or two's time. But that was Bombergers, and a bottle that you can get very excited about at any time of the year, but I think it's going to be very suitable for the holidays. 3 bottles left, and of course we had to go with Sagamore Double Oaked, Whiskey Cove's Whiskey of the Year for 2022. It's been a while since that was. Obviously, of course, it's been a while. It's like 11 months ago. By right, this whiskey dominated my palate and how I liked whiskey last year and how I enjoyed whiskey. This is everything I was looking for. And it was a rye, it wasn't even a bourbon. This isn't that proof heavy. It is 48.3% alcohol and 96.6 proof, almost similar to the Woodford Reserve, but it definitely has a little bit more that rye spice, like a praline chocolate, hazelnut, caramel sauce, banana, walnut, warm bread that your grandmother or mother had just made. It has a beautiful, beautiful combination of flavors. And for the price, it's like $50 to $60 depending, but just phenomenal value for money. We have a backup that we are definitely gonna crush this bottle this holiday season. I think when I sit down for Christmas Day, lunch or dinner, if you like, there'll be a pour of this in my glass off to one side. Last but one, or the penultimate bottle, is going to be Weller Full Proof. Why is this wheated bourbon on this list? Well, A, it ticks the box of being right in line with the ABV and proof, 57% ABV or 114 proof. And then B, I guess so much like a burnt caramel, creme brulee notes. And when I think about like Christmas, maybe this is just Starbucks in my mind a little bit. I don't go to Starbucks, but I see the adverts. And they have like a creme brulee coffee drink. And around Christmas, there's like a limited time stuff, and folks generally can eat creme brulee around Christmas, and toffee flavored desserts are quite popular as well. So it definitely has those vanillas, the toffee, the caramel. Also has a nice little bit of barrel char as well to this whiskey, and it kind of pulls in line with a lot of the flavors of the holiday season. Granted, again, maybe some of those flavors you're not looking for, but however, I think this pairs very well with a lot of that food. So then lastly, If I'm drinking the Sagamore Spirit while I'm eating a Christmas dinner, if you like, then afterwards I'm drinking one of these. And this list would not be complete if it wasn't for almost the ultimate Christmas whiskey. And that, of course, is a midwinter night's dram. Why is it the perfect whiskey for Christmas? Well, I think this is just more of a throwback to my own culture being in the UK, but it's very popular around Christmas and New Year's Eve or New Year's to drink a glass or two of port. And I don't necessarily like drinking straight wine, port wine. However, when it's mixed and when it's finished, like High West generally do with this bottle, it just makes for the perfect Christmas experience. Why is that? Because you have the port, you have the richness, the sweetness there of like a nice dessert, and then you also have the spice, the Christmas spices, if you like, again, the cardamom, the nutmeg, the fig, that sort of thing, the plum. It's all of those winter dried fruits and spices in a bottle. Granted, so far, this last year's edition hasn't been my favorite. However, I always try to finish a bottle of High West Midwinter Night's Dram in the fall, the holiday season. And this is why I'll be drinking this bottle. Only drawback is you should be able to find a little bit more this year than ever before, because there's been twice as many bottles produced this year. Prices have skyrocketed. I've seen them up to $200 retail. 125 is the retail at the distillery, so maybe somewhere in the line of $150 to $160. However, Christmas is the time, and the holidays is the time to be splurging. So if you want to, then this is an excellent bottle for that. So it's not so proof heavy. It's 49.3% alcohol or 98.6 proof. So like I said, a very easy sipper and something really nice to wind down the holiday evening. So with that being said, those are all the 9 bottles we had to talk about. And then let's reveal the last bottle that we're doing to the free subscriber giveaway, which is this 5,000. We are very close, and hopefully this bottle will take us there as another bottle for you folks at home. So if you watch this channel religiously or consistency, firstly, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And then secondly, you'll know that there's a little bit of a running theme. There's a few running themes, but this is definitely one of them. And that is, if you find a bottle of Buffalo Trace single barrel, you pick it up. Because Buffalo Trace single barrels are some of the best value that there is in bourbon. You can generally find them between $30 and $40, and they beat a lot of stuff that I've blinded it against. They beat Blanton's, they can beat Elmer-T. Lee, and we're talking about bottles that cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So with that being said, we did include a Buffalo Trace single barrel. This is barrel number 201 from Total Beverage in Thornton, Colorado. So if you are fortunate enough to hit on this free giveaway, then you might just be able to get one of these single barrels. And I can tell you now, I've had one of these single barrels, this specific barrel, and it's an absolute hitter, and definitely one that you'll be like, wow, value for money, this is phenomenal. But with that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your submission in for the free subscriber giveaway as we drink through the world's whiskies, one glass at a time. Cheers.